There's been a major U-turn at Liverpool, with this decision potentially reshaping the Reds' plans this summer. Let's break this down. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Harvey Elliott's Liverpool future has taken a dramatic twist, with the midfielder now set for an unexpected second chance following the arrival of new head coach Andoni Iraola. Just months ago, Elliott looked destined to leave Anfield after falling completely out of favour under Arne Slot. A £35 million move to Aston Villa had even been agreed, but the transfer ultimately collapsed after the midfielder failed to make enough appearances during his loan spell to trigger a permanent deal. That left the 23-year-old back at Liverpool, with many believing his long-term future at the club was all but over. However, the managerial change has completely altered the landscape. According to the Mail's Lewis Steele, speaking on the Anfield Index Media Matters podcast, Iraola has promised every player a fresh start and intends to personally assess Elliott during Liverpool's pre-season tour of the United States before making any final decisions. Steele explained, "The word is just always there's a clean slate this summer. We don't know what the manager wants, the manager's going to have the chance to assess them. So I think in terms of a lot of the outgoings, whether that's on loan or permanent, they're going to be later in the window. I think Iraola's going to want to have a look at Harvey Elliott. From what I've heard, he's willing to give him a chance on the tour, and then we'll go from there. I think you can say the same about Trey Nyoni, about the other youngsters that are knocking around the squad. That represents a major U-turn in Elliott's situation, with the England under-21 international suddenly back in contention to prove he deserves a place in Liverpool's plans. His market value has also taken a hit following an underwhelming loan spell, meaning Liverpool are unlikely to receive the £35 million fee they had previously negotiated with Aston Villa. That could make keeping Elliott for another season an increasingly attractive option if he impresses Iraola over the coming weeks. A move abroad has also gone quiet. RB Leipzig had been heavily linked with Elliott over the past year, but Steele suggested there is very little substance to those rumours at this stage. He added, "I did check it out from the Leipzig end when I was doing the Diomande background and didn't get much back in terms of Elliott. I don't think that one's a mover at the moment. Obviously, they were linked with Elliott a lot last summer, but I think he'll be given a chance in pre-season, and then Liverpool will make calls from that point onwards. With a new manager, a fresh opportunity, and his Liverpool career unexpectedly back in his own hands, the coming weeks could prove decisive." Elliott appeared to be heading for the Anfield exit, but now he has one final opportunity to convince Iraola that he still has a future in red. So could Harvey Elliott complete a remarkable turnaround and force his way back into Liverpool's plans? Or is this simply delaying an inevitable departure later in the transfer window? With Andoni Iraola prepared to hand him a fresh opportunity during pre-season, the midfielder now has the perfect stage to prove he still belongs at Anfield. The next few weeks could define not only Elliott's future, but also Liverpool's transfer plans heading into the new season. Before we get into our next story, if you are enjoying today's video and you would like to see more and stay updated with the latest news, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video. Thank you, let's get back into the video. Liverpool appear ready to take a huge gamble over Curtis Jones's future, with a dramatic new twist suggesting the midfielder could walk away from Anfield for absolutely nothing in 2027. The 25-year-old has emerged as a serious target for Inter Milan this summer, but despite the Italian giants making two separate approaches, neither bid has come close to convincing Liverpool. Their latest offer, reportedly worth just £21.7 million, was swiftly rejected, with the Reds making it clear they value Jones at around £35 million. What's fascinating is Liverpool's stance. Rather than cashing in for a cut price fee because Jones is entering the final year of his contract, the club are reportedly prepared to keep him for the entire season, even if that means losing him on a free transfer next summer. According to Mail journalist Lewis Steele, Liverpool have no intention of accepting what they see as bargain bin offers. Instead, they're willing to let Jones run down his contract unless a club meets their asking price. Steele reports that there are currently no active talks over a new deal, but Jones is still expected to remain at Anfield unless someone is prepared to pay Liverpool's valuation. That creates a fascinating dilemma. Inter Milan may believe patience is the smarter strategy. Why spend £35 million now when they could potentially sign the England international for free just 12 months later? There is still another possibility, though. The Telegraph's Dominic King reports that Liverpool haven't ruled out opening fresh contract negotiations later this year. The club reportedly have no concerns about Jones becoming distracted as he enters the final season of his current deal, meaning an extension remains possible, but it's not an immediate priority. However, Liverpool supporters have every reason to be nervous given recent events. The club have already watched Andy Robertson, Ibrahima Konate, and Mohamed Salah depart on free transfers this summer, while Trent Alexander-Arnold last year also ran his contract down before Liverpool agreed an £8.4 million deal with Real Madrid to release him a month early. It's a trend that has frustrated many supporters, and Curtis Jones is far from the only player whose future remains uncertain. Several key first-team stars are also approaching the final stages of their contracts, raising further questions over Liverpool's long-term planning. Financially, it's also a significant decision. Liverpool don't have the same number of high-value players available to sell this summer as they did when departures such as Darwin Núñez and Luis Diaz helped fund major investment. That makes Jones's situation even more intriguing. So Liverpool now face a major crossroads. Do they stick to their valuation and risk losing one of their homegrown talents for nothing? Or could fresh contract talks later this year completely change the picture? As things stand, the Reds appear willing to roll the dice, and that decision could have huge consequences for Curtis Jones's future.